Well, I'm at it again, out with Ron. It is 2 in the morning. We've got a negative low tide, negative 1.2 or something like that, low tide in about 2 hours. So we chose the beach we're going to come to. We just came here and there's a guy already out here and he gritted the hell out of it. So I talked to him, he said he didn't find much and he was actually leaving, but we're still 2 hours away from low tide. So Ron and I are going to hit it hard with high hopes. We'll see you on the first dig. All right, that turned out being a little piece of a fence or something. Kind of choppy, but repeating. $12.13 out of the hole. I don't hear a ring rattling around. See something blingy though. Oh, it looks like an earring. Ooh, really shiny earring. All right, we'll check for markings later, and we'll obviously test that diamond if we have any kind of precious metals. Great sound in 2223. These new headphones are working out really well. They sound exactly as they should, responding quickly. That's a little ring. All right, so piece of fence, an earring, and now a ring. And ring in 2223, that's probably silver. It's got a shell on it. If that's silver, that'll shine up pretty cool. So stick around to the end. I'll put them in the tumbler. Get that thing shiny and new. All right, just got here. Let's keep rolling. This looks like bonfire aluminum, maybe. Yeah. So I'll turn on if I find something cool. Well, I got another ring, another silver ring. This was reading 2223, and it's another black-ish silver ring. So that is 2 silver rings in 15 minutes maybe of being here. This is incredible. All right, on to the next. This beach is even serving up the lobster tail. Check it out. It's pretty cool. So if I get hungry, just in case, this is a 7/8 in the pile out of the hole. That's good gold numbers. Fingers crossed. Or trash numbers. All right. Saw these laying on the surface. Christopher Kloos, C-O-O-O-S. Look to be in good shape. Little bottle opener thing. That's pretty cool. So we got lobster. I'll find a bottle of wine. I can open it. Well, I'm working hard at it. I am, well, right now it's shin deep, but the waves keep coming in and hammering me. But just got another silver, I believe. It was a 23.4, and I got a ring. It's going to be really cool to clean up all these silvers at the end in the tumbler, so definitely stick around. It's going to be a good one. Actually, this might be a mood ring. It's aluminum, but it feels heavier. But the way it's tarnished, though, I think we might have a silver one. Look how thin it is on the bottom and how thick it is on the top where all the stones are. I don't know if it's... I don't know. We'll find out later. I'm going to keep going. There's lots more, I'm sure. I just got to find the gold. I'm digging low tones, but all of them have turned out to be trash so far. Hopefully that'll change. So Ron just found this one. We threw it down here on the ground to hear it. 1718, but take a look at this thing. It's super cool. It's been there a while. Look how crusty that is. That has a look about it. Pretty neat. This was ringing up like a nickel, a 1213, and it's a necklace pendant. It's got that silver look to it, tarnished silver, so we'll clean that up later as well and have a look. Alright, well, I heard barely a whisper of something, and it was rejecting more than anything, but it was going from like 13 to 19. Ron heard it on his dais at 74 when it was in the hole. Now he's hearing it at 86 out of the hole, but I gotta watch. I have not taken a look yet. I just threw it out of the pile. 1819 / rejections. So this thing is hammered. Used to be golden. Oh my god, it's got a Rolex. It's got a Rolex label on it. You can see the crown right there, but I am not gonna get super excited yet because we're so close to Tijuana. There are so many fake ones out there. That says Rolex, Ron. Oh. But I'm not gonna believe it until I have my buddy look at it. He owns a shop up in LA, and this thing's hammered anyway. Yeah, it's either a Rolex or a Folex. Holy cow, that sounded terrible. And honestly, I would think if it was a real Rolex, which are gold typically, this thing wouldn't be cutting out like it is on my machine. But there's lots of ways you could tell. The marking on the side dial, the crown on that, typically the crowns will be slightly different on the fakes. But that says Rolex. That's pretty cool. Too bad it's so mangled. And
I almost thought that was marked gold.
yeah, it would be kind of cool. And not all the time, but typically a Rolex is going to be clear on the back and you can see all the mechanism. But not always. There are models that have a solid cap on it. But if it is also, if you pop the cap, which I don't have the tool to do it, and you can see the tooth edge right there, it'd be serial numbered. So there's lots of research to do on this thing. First things first, clean it up. I don't need to worry about damaging it because I don't think it could get much more damage than it already is, but that's going to be a fun cleanup and do some research, and I'll send some photos to my buddy that owns that watch shop, and we'll get some info. I'm excited. All right, this is a pre-wrap-up because I'm going to put all these silvers in the tumbler. I've got my my jeweler's media in here ready to go with a little bit of vinegar. My trash. This is a monster truck, or was at one time. Kind of cool. That's all the coins I got. These, I believe, are all silver. I did do a test on this. The diamond's not real, which is no shocker, but I do believe the base is silver. We'll find out after it comes out of the tumbler. So we've got these rings, and I'll do a good still before shot. Got the Rolex or Folex, which is still yet to be determined. That's why you got to hang on to the next clip, because I'm going to have all the answers for this stuff. So let's get these in the tumbler. And the last thing, second night out using these Falwedi headphones. I'll put the link in the description as I did my last video. These things are an excellent replacement for the Mind Lamp headphones. They're wireless. They have a noise canceling feature, and they're 40 bucks. So Amazon link in the comments. So, or I'm sorry, in the description. We'll get back to you just a second here. An exciting wrap up for me because it's been quite a while since I've had a really good hunt, and this was a really good hunt. It's been a lot of years since I've had one this good. So every piece of jewelry I found, the earring, the 3 rings, and the cross are in fact sterling silver. This is out of the polisher. They look amazing. So after this wrap up, I will do a good photo of all of them polished up for you to see. So hang out after this little wrap up. This one had the blue paint on it, which made it kind of look like a mood ring. That came off really quickly in the cleaner. And there's no stones or anything, but it does have decoration. But that is marked 925. This is sterling silver, the stone we already tested, and it is not a diamond, which isn't shocker, especially on silver. This cross is also sterling silver, and it's marked actually on the little chain connection here. It says 925 on it. Big question here, do we have a Rolex or a Folex? And I'll get to that in a second, because the follow-up to Ron's ring that he found, the crusty green one, unfortunately it turned out just to be a plated ring. So I wished Ron had found some stuff as well. I kind of feel bad, but there's been times we've been out there, he's hit pretty big and I haven't, so you know what, it happens. Either way, I sent a million photos to my buddy who owns the watch shop up in Los Angeles, and he has confirmed this is a real Rolex. This is called a model 1501 date model because it has the date. But the internals, the Oyster Perpetual Momentum stuff, we can assume that's wasted just because of how everything looks inside. Even the dial on the back, Tom pointed out, I didn't even notice. 12 o'clock's not even at 12 o'clock anymore. It rotated in there just being in the tumbler. But the case has value, and the bracelet part has value. Here's all the pieces that fell out. And I'm going to basically let him take it over because he's the only person I know that can do anything with it. So I'm excited about that. A real Rolex. That can't even talk right now. I'm excited. It just doesn't happen often. I've found fake ones. And long time ago I did find a real one. But it was in worse condition than this, believe it or not. Anyhow, I'm excited. That was a good one. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Be sure to check the description of this. I put the link to those headphones in there. And we'll see you on the next video.